Hey y'all, today we're making Creole-style smothered pork chops, so let's get started. You want to heat some vegetable oil in a deep skillet or pot over medium flame until the oil begins to shimmer. We are using Mrs. Clotilde's certified Creole seasoning to spice the fronts and backs of our pork chops, and use more or less according to your taste. Ingredients and measurements, along with links to seasoning, are in the description box. Next, mix a bit of Creole seasoning into some flour. We use the seasoned flour to coat our chops for browning. You want to coat both sides of the chops in flour, shake off any excess, and transfer to the hot oil. You want to brown on both sides. Depending on how many chops you're cooking, you may have to brown in batches. Now this is what I want to show y'all. The flour is going to have various shades of browning, especially if you brown in more than one batch of pork chops. This browning is the roux base with color ranging from white to what some call black roux or dark chocolate roux. Use your nose and be a confident cook. It is easy to smell burned flour. Remember, the darker your roux, the darker and more flavorful your gravy. Now, to the brown flour, we add some yellow onion. The water from the veggies is going to help deglaze. Then we're going to stir in some bell pepper, some additional Creole seasoning, and any leftover seasoned flour. And you want to continue to cook until the flour is brown. The final color of a Creole gravy is typically between dark blonde and pecan. That's the second and third colors on the roux image. Once the flour starts browning, go ahead and add a bit of minced garlic. Then some seeded Serrano pepper to give it a bit of kick. Now, once the flour is brown to your satisfaction and the garlic and the pepper becomes aromatic, we add a bit of warm water. Now remember, depending on how much water you add, the gravy may initially be slightly lighter than the roux. Grab your utensil and stir to combine the roux and water until smooth. Once your roux is well incorporated, cover and allow the gravy to come to a simmer for about 10 minutes before you add your final spices. Now, our final spices are a bit of table salt, some ground black pepper, and some certified Creole seasoning. Allow those seasonings to simmer 1 to 2 minutes, then you want to taste and adjust to your liking. Next, snuggle your pork chops into the gravy. Get them as covered or smothered as you can by the gravy. Then cover and simmer until the veggies have pretty much absorbed into the gravy and the chops are tender. Depending on the thickness, this can take anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes per side. You are going to flip the chops at least once during the cooking process. The thickness of the chops will determine how much you will need to adjust the cooking time until they are fork tender. And there you have it. Creole-style smothered pork chops. They are delicious served with anything, but we eating them with spicy Cajun cabbage and mashed potatoes. If you enjoyed this video, please like and consider subscribing. We love to have you as part of our Creole and Cajun cooking family. And remember, when you mix a little bit of Creole with a little bit of Cajun, that's good eating. See y'all next time.